everyone, and welcome. I'm on location here, right perching over Ladybird Lake here in Austin. I was here for the TMA conference. It was my last TMA conference as a medical student, so a little bittersweet. And it kind of goes aligned with what I was going to talk about today on my Just Jasmin segment of my vlog. So I know many of you follow me and knew that I was writing in a journal every day for the past 21 days, well, past 24 days now, as a part of my New Year's resolution to do a calming habit from this book, Calm, by Michael Anton Smith. I said that for the first 21 days, because it takes 21 days to make a habit, I was going to write in my journal, specifically using the prompts that he outlines in this book, to write about something that made you feel calm, something that you're grateful for, and your 3 highlights for the day. And I've done this every day for the past 3 weeks, and I'll say I do feel calmer. I think specifically what this helps me do, journaling from those 3 prompts, it helps me kind of focus my reflection, because I'm always reflective of my day and of experiences I go through, but this just allowed me to be a little bit more focused in that effort to reflect on things and see what I could glean from different situations. Because it's very concise, you know, and I think that allows me to keep it concise when I'm reflecting. So one reflection I wanted to share with you all was about values. Recently I heard a podcast that basically mentioned that when you're angered by something, it's probably pointing you towards something you value, because if something perturbed you or made you angry, then maybe it was a threat to something you value. So when you're able to uncover what you're valuing, you can just kind of focus on there rather than focus on what made you mad. It's kind of a charge to focus on what inspires you, what things you value, and just kind of put your attention and focus on things like that. So after doing this exercise that I found on Google, can y'all tell I really like Google? Basically it allows you to extract from a whole list of values what your kind of core values are. So what I have decided, or based on that exercise, what I concluded my 4 values are, include making a difference, feeling warmth, like love and gratitude towards others, having community, being surrounded by a community is important to me, and having the freedom to be myself is very important to me. So those 4 things: making a difference, warmth, freedom, and community. And I say it aligns really well with the setting of being at the TMA conference, is because being a part of the TMA as a student for me has made me feel like I'm living true to the value of making a difference. As students, we don't necessarily vote on things or anything like that, but it allows us to see the ability we'll have to make policy changes and differences as physicians. When we, in a couple of years, we this year become physicians, we'll be able to make a difference in our local communities in which we work, and maybe on a grander scale as well. So, and also that sense of community is fostered here. The other 4th years and I, we were just kind of reminiscing on all of our conferences together, and it's been a really solid group of us of these past few years, and that sense of community is really important to me too. So basically, I was just thinking it was apropos to do the vlog right here, right after the conference ended, because it's one of the many things in my life that reflect my values. And so that's something I wanted to share of my 21-day challenge to myself to journal every day. It's really brought about a calmer and more focused reflection for me. So you might ask, Jasmin, what are you going to do for the next 21 days? Well, I'll tell you. So one of the other tips about being calm that I found in this book was to read some poetry. And I haven't really purposely read poetry since high school. I don't think I've ever gone to the library or a bookstore and picked up a book just on poetry. So it would be an interesting thing for me to try to incorporate into my day-to-day habits in life. So the little excerpt here that he has about poetry says this: "The Romantics are an obvious place to start, but countless poets have been inspired by nature. Focusing for a few moments on a perfectly crafted poem can open your mind to the beauty that surrounds us. Poetry can be intensely evocative. Wordsworth argued that poetry takes as its origin emotion recollected in tranquility. And this perhaps goes some way to explaining why our enjoyment of it often feels uniquely calming." So, I am going to read from a poet. Maybe not every day, maybe every other day, because I'm still going to be journaling, so I don't want to like overwhelm myself with all these new habits. So what I'm going to do is maybe every other day find some poetry. If y'all have recommendations of poems or poets that you want me to check out, please do send them my way, and I'll let you know in the next 21 days what kind of calming effect that had on me. So thank you for joining in on this little journey that we're doing in 2019, going towards being a calmer individual, and I will see you all the next time.